Hello there and welcome to today's Tuesday tutorial, which is another subscriber request and it's for some cactus pins. I will be making some miniature cacti at some point with some terracotta pots, but yeah, I just thought I'd make some pins today. So for the first design, I've got some really nice neon green clay here. And with my blaze cutting tool, I'm just going to cut it down to shape really. So I'll just take the end off for the bottom. And I'll just curve that round like so. And the same on the other side. And I want to try and basically curve the top a little, so I'm just using my blaze cutting tool here just to shape it a little. And I'll go over with my wet wipe just to ensure that it's nice and smooth really. So there we go. And with the blunt ends of my blaze cutting tool, so obviously not the sharp ends, I just want to basically make some marks like so. So I'm just pressing ever so lightly really, just enough to create a little bit of pressure. So I've got some guidelines now, and with my needle tool I'm just going to go over those just to make them a little more prominent. And I think they could be a bit thicker, so I've got my small size ball tool here and I'm just going to go over them again really, just to really add some definition to my cactus. And with some darker green clay, I'm just going to add some little details on like so, just to give the impression of some spikes really. And I'm just going to offset those so it just creates a bit more kind of visual interest really, but you can experiment and do whatever pattern that you fancy really. It's all about keeping your work unique to you. So with some brown clay I'm going to make my little pot. So I've got my base that I'm just going to attach onto the bottom. And with my small size ball tool, I'm just really trying to tease the two together so that, you know, they don't break off during baking really. And I'll just go over with my wet wipe, just to really try and coax that clay together. And I'll make just the top of my pot now, nice and easy, and just pop that on like so. And I'm going to give my cactus a little flower, but obviously you don't have to do this, but I've just cut mine out with a little fondant tool. But I will link to a video down below where I made a flower with a tea-light casing if you don't have a fondant tool to hand. So I just really want to add a bit more definition actually to the lines here, so I'm just going to go over again with my ball tool. And just pop in some clay to the centre of the flower, and my first cactus is all done. So for my second cactus I'm going to use my wavy cutting tool here, and I do have a list of the tools that I use down below in description. So I'm basically doing the same as before but with my wavy tool really. And again I just want to map out just some details, so I'm just pressing quite lightly just to get some mark making going on. And I'll just do that on the side as well. So I'm going to go over with my teeny tiny ball tool here just to create that extra bits of definition really, as I think it needs it. So there we go, I think that certainly looks better for the extra detail. And I want to make this one into a little hipster character, so I've got my medium sized ball tool here just for a couple of eye sockets. And I'll pop in some eyeballs. And you can leave your eyes as kind of ball shapes really, but I'm going to flatten mine ever so slightly. And just add in some black clay for some pupils. And as he's a hipster character, I'm going to give him a basic moustache really, nice and easy. And I'll just pop those pieces on like so. And for a little more expression, I'll give him a pair of eyebrows, just with the same black clay. And as with the first design, I'm just going to add on a little pots like so. And just really try and coax that together with my ball tool here. And I'll add a lid to the pots like so. I'll just press that down. And I think I'm going to add a little flower as well, but obviously you don't have to do this. I'll just pop in some orange clay. And my little cacti are all done and ready to bake. And at this point, you'll need to refer to your own brand of Polymer Clay's baking instructions. And here they are, out of the oven, all baked and cooled. So I'm just going to add on some little pin attachments, just with some epoxy glue. And I'll just leave those to dry for 24 hours. And here they are, all done, and I'm really pleased with these, so thank you for the suggestion on this one. And it'll be nice to return to some cacti for some little terracotta pot projects at some point in the near future, hopefully. So thanks for watching, give it a like if you got this far, and I'll see you again soon.